Right, now we need to actually move the sensors, which is the whole point of this. So we need a space here and a space here, but we don't want to do that in symmetry mode. So we're going to grab...
Pup, so you're not driving anymore?
No.
Thanks for telling me. I've been sat in the passenger seat.
Wow.
Comms
I
is
just
10 out of 10.
realised-
What a scumbag.
I just realised he sat in the seat opposite me, just looking at me. There's no one at the helm.
If it's not a Tesla, it's not self-driving.
Hope you haven't got your GPS installed, right?
Oh, where is it?
With that pivot block, Jack, you just have to put like a constant on signal or something to it.
Yeah, just you could do a constant number and then have the constant set that to 1 and have the constant number
Where's it gone?
go to, which would set
Oh,
it
it's
as
further down.
being always on.
It's down
Yeah.
Or
here.
you can do it in a numerical junction so you can actually switch it on and off as you wish.
Is that it?
Or use a custom microcontroller like I do. Is that a box?
Yep.
There we go. Save money in the radar. If you're not going to use it for radar, just use the pivot block. I've
Oh,
already
nice.
bought it now. Yeah, we're going to use it. We're working on screens, so I've no doubt we'll have
Did you
that
want to
soon.
unlock? I was just about to say that
Researching.
one.
Breaker on that.
Monitors are now researching.
Yeah, they're all centered up. So, rotational velocity speed. What else have we got coming out of this? Field of view. Blimey. Signal strength. Target distance.
DRB.
Elevation angle.
Right.
Target found. This thing will literally pick up things. Second sensor you moved is not in the middle. Doesn't matter. The error's not going to be massive, is it? I mean, I could put it at the rear block. I don't know how much it's going to make any difference. A small margin of error, but we'll move it over. Right, so we want that thing to spin. So if we have a constant number, put that somewhere. Doesn't really matter where we put it. Rotation speed, the speed at which the pivot should rotate. The pivot can rotate 0.25 turns in both directions. No, that's not the right one. Output of 1 corresponds to 1 full turn and -1 to the opposite. I think that works.
If you want it to spin, you have to put a number 1 on it.
Let's get a number 2.
I'm not sure there are 2s in binary.
I thought it was like a rotations per second or something.
No, it's -1 for backwards or 1 for forwards. On
Oh,
the
you can't
velocity.
control its speed.
You can control its speed by setting its gearing. If you use the select tool and click on the spinny pivot, then you can set its gearing.
Oh, I see.
I think if you put it to not the very last gear ratio, but the one just before, that's usually the better speed for a bar.
See, I don't understand why you feed it a number then. I mean, surely you just want to feed it an on signal, like
The
turn or don't turn.
The number is the on, basically.
Exactly, it's weird.
Yeah, it's a strange way of doing it.
Let's see if this thing turns. Yay, fell in the water. Dodgy gravity.
Should be coming over him in a second.
Yep.
That's quite
Right
quick
above
for
him now,
a...
I think. Yeah, there he is.
That's quite quick for... for what is a
Sea lights
radar.
on. I'm not sure if that's helping at all.
I would have thought it should go slower.
Because I'm going to die getting him out.
Yeah, I'll get ready.
It's got power bears. This is some
Stay
stormy
wet, I'll
water
come
right
down.
now.
Never mind, I made it.
Nice.
Just lost 3/4 of my health.
Oh dear. Well, let's get you both to the hospital then.
That is
We're gonna stop at
working
this creative
overtime.
island and get a quick refuel.
No worries.
Wow, that is working overtime. Look at that. Now I need to put those blocks back. I think I want it to go a bit slower. Gear ratio. Let's try that. Oh, come on, game. There we go. Alright, I'm going to join your game.
Okay.
Well, there's all the lag.
That was a save.
Okay.
Just in case.
Somebody's hosting it.
Just in case he joins the game and breaks everything.
I didn't say that, Jack. You said that.
I think the implication was there.
Secret password, guys. I don't know, Custer, but it will definitely affect how much range the radar
Oh
has.
no! Squirrel's joined the game.
There's more lag.
Quick, act
Wait.
busy.
Where the heck have I spawned?
You are.
I know where you spawned.
Pass.
Because I put you there.
Wait, I've never... Oh, okay.
You just leave him on a random island.
Puppies, next time we're playing Siege, mate, you're getting C4'd.
Wow. Took him over to another part of the island.
I will have my revenge. What a scumbag puppy you are.
It
Ghost,
just amuses me how that works in a game mechanic. It's just ridiculous, isn't it?
Well, the fact somebody else can pick you up.
Yeah, pick you up, move your entity, and then when you load back into it, it's where
Oh.
they've left you. It's just ridiculous.
That actually gives me an idea for the next upgrade for the mod.
Why have we only got 50k?
They're
Because
filling
we're
up the
in the
day
middle
one.
of
Ah, I was going to do that
buying
as
and
well.
selling.
Interesting. What, have you not sold yet?
No.
We've
We're
already.
on
That's
the-
the second one.
Yeah, I've sold one lot. I'm now selling the second lot.
Our
Gotcha.
first lot got us up to
I'm
about
4K
180
out.
hours. I timed this well. We're just about to run out of fuel in a sec.
22.
It's amusing that they've managed to sync the time of day.
It's the middle of the night for me.
Middle of
Whoa.
the night here.
Can I have workbench access, please?
Oh,
No, you
Paul,
can't.
no.
I think
I'm
that's
leaving.
asking a lot. That is asking a lot.
Is he 8?
Yes. Oh, sorry. Were you asking for game number? I thought you were asking for age.
Oh!
Shots fired.
I'm just... Adorth, is it?
Add underscore. The question mark on the front.
Jack, I'm slowly beginning
go.
to hate your
Hey.
boat.
I'll change it. Don't worry. I'll change it. I've already planned some upgrades for the boat as well.
Is that fully extended?
Paul was in a workbench and it wasn't 30 FPS. Who knew?
Woohoo! Somebody, have you spent any time looking at your map?
A little bit, why?
Because I haven't noticed the game slow down at all. Oh, that's enough, pups.
I think I'll move that.
Oh, it's a toggle button. Hang on, Jack.
No. Yeah, so yesterday, whenever Paul would go into the workbench or look at his map, we would get slowed.
Well,
Why?
I haven't really needed to look at the map. I kind of know where I'm going on this save.
Move.
Refueling? I'm just glad we can actually
better.
fuel up at ones we haven't bought yet.
Oh my god, game, come on.
That's enough. That's enough. Pups,
Sorry.
stop.
It's all going wrong.
Lol. Last thing I want to do is flip the right. Okay, that's it. Cut.
These are the
cut that.
most stupid aspects of the game.
And how much fuel we got?
The fact that I can't just
We
reach
can
over and
detach
grab
in
hold
a
of that.
second. It's 1800. 19.
Come on.
And cut it.
No, I don't have the strength apparently. Oh,
No,
I shouldn't look at a text while trying to do the hose, Jack.
yeah, that would help.
thanks.
Oh, that's interesting. Paul's time has caught up.
I'm at midnight now.
Yeah, which is for us, or me.
Yeah. Yes, for me too.
Bizarre. Right. Taking on fuel.
Right, on the way to drop this guy off.
How much fuel do I need? I'm here. I've got to go to there. I can't remember how much it took last time. A couple of thousand, I think.
I think it was 1600 to get there last time.
Was it? Oh, best take at least 2k then.
I'd take 2.5 to be sure.
Why not round it up and make 3?
Go on then.
Deal.
Jack, you're gonna have to deliver him again and see Paul's new boat.
Okay.
It's the same as last time, except it's got a big weight on the bottom.
That's what I want to see.
Well, it's not been painted, so don't...
What?
What did you do, puppies? What did you do? Oh my god!
What?
Can you...
I hadn't pressed to get on the ladder to get on the bus.
Holy heck, you just destroyed it.
Oh my god.
Can you disconnect the pipe?
Oh my god.
My boat is upside down and it sounds like there's a grenades going off.
I think it might be broken.
What gives you that idea, Jack?
Yeah, not
Oh my god.
Can I hear that sound coming out of the house, or is that through the street?
I can't hear a thing.
I think that's through the stream.
No,
Oh my...
that's in game. That's
What
gotta be
did
in
you
game.
do?
Well, there goes your insurance premiums.
All I done was press F to get on the ladders and I got sent flying.
You've nearly sent my boat flying twice as well. Perhaps it's a secret mermaid leading us
I
all
mean-
to our deaths.
Well, we've just lost about 5k in fuel.
Is it still attached? Can you?
It's
upload
upside
it?
down, I got to despawn it.
Is the tank over on the harbour base is quite, or is that spy cakes?
Oh my god.
I only went to get on the boat.
What? I tell you what, try and get on the boat again.
This is all I did last time was climb the ladder and I got sent flying.
What on earth?
What was you going to do with that C4, Paul?
I think he needs double C4
I won't
now.
be throwing her at you anymore, I'll be placing it somewhere. Why is the hose not working?
I'm not touching anything.
Yeah, I think it's best you don't.
The hose isn't working?
Oh, is it bugged out because of what happened?
Remove the gantry.
Try spawning somewhere else, then spawning back.
Here we go. If you press the hose in button, it seems to be working again. That was weird.
Is there anything at the main base? You guys are up at Spy Cakes, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm just going to leave and rejoin. I wish my
My
recording
FPS is
worked.
tanking.
I was just reloading a boat somewhere else. Think it's affected.
Oh my life. I just want to go and look at Paul's boat. Boom. I only tried to climb the ladder.
Hey, I didn't do anything.
That's what you say.
So all you guys have gone slow for me?
Ah, is that what it was? Hose was turned in and out.
Slow in what way?
Really, Beast, thank you
do you
for
mean
41
on
months. I'm the only
the-
one who
on the-
forgot
On the
to
Tilda
eat and
here
drink
just went
sometimes when
not
playing.
synced or
Nope.
slow or whatever.
Playing 80 hours of No Man's Sky. Dude, that's a lot. Normally you don't use high explosives to climb a ladder. Puppies does. Stay away, pups. Don't you dare come near this boat.
Aw.
What you gonna do if I do, eh? Eh, you gonna stop me?
You wait till Truckfest.
What you gonna do at Truckfest?
Gonna bring a lemon face. A lemon face mask. And some curly toes.
Oh dear.
Because here he goes.
It's Curly Toes.
I'll take 3k. This is about as far as I got last time.
On a side note, this Arctic gear's just stuck to me. I can't get it off.
Lol.
You have to actually put it down in an empty thing.
Yeah, none of them are empty since
I
we
know.
reloaded the save.
I know. This is like the only way you can fix that is to spawn a boat with it on, and then yeah, you can't fix it.
You just put spawn a boat with an empty on it. Like you
Can't-
can actually get them empty. Put it into the empty and then just despawn the boat or something.
Well, you can spawn an empty one.
Yeah, there's empties.
Didn't know that.
I don't even want to press F to sit down. I'm scared.
Well, it's got 3,000 litres on it again.
I'm just going to stand here and not move.
Okay, let's go and get some fuel.
So, with a quick calculation, I think it's going to take nearly an hour to unload this boat.
Wait, how much did you fill?
It's 25,000 litres.
An hour?
Well, it's fuel flow rate at 350 a minute. And we've got 23,000 left on board.
Like your special pump boat though that does it all much faster.
Well, this is... It used to do it at 80 a minute up this cliff, so it is much faster.
The white block's doing its thing.
Yeah, the dome spinning just gives it that little bit more, doesn't it?
So the speed of my boat seems to have dropped massively with this weight underneath.
I wonder why.
It's gone from 20 to 12.
Wow. So, if you and Pups want to set off for the Arctic, we'll see you next year.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
other words.
Oh, apparently only one engine's running. Wait a sec.
That could be why.
Oh, that's better. Yeah, we're doing 20 now.
better.
It's all good. Apparently the second engine didn't fire up for some reason.
Just to troll you.
Apparently, yeah. How did that happen, Baz? I put full throttle on before I started it. That was weird. We can hit the turbo button. Is the radar on top, Pups?
Indeed, I do.
Spinning nicely. If only you could see on a screen what was going on.
I know, right? If only.
It'll be researched soon enough.
Only 2 hours and 4 minutes.
Yeah, about the same time it'll take us to unload this.
Professional boat. It's alright.
I've made some upgrades to my speedboat.
There's a hunking great
It's a
weight
bit
under the
more
water. Look at
user-friendly
it. That's really cool. It's got the weight like shoved permanently forward. You see it counterbalancing. That's so cool.
When you guys are done with A1 runs, we're going to need some more diesel backup.
Well, we need to get like probably at least 150k and then we can buy that island
Yeah.
and still have 50k left.
We had, when they finished their first fuel run, we had something like, what was it, 180? 170?
I'll say 130, but maybe wrong.
Oh. Yeah,
I
might
thought it
have
was like
been the wrong
180.
number.
Oh, okay. Well, put it like this: we've still got 22,000 liters left to empty.
Yeah, when you're done with that unloading, we'll have over 200k for sure.
Me and Paul are going to top up again.
And the island, the outpost we want to get on Sawyer Island is 60k, so we'll have enough. In fact, we'll have enough to get both of them.
But at least the fuel flow rate is holding steady at sort of 330, something like that. Whereas before, I swear it was like 80.
Yeah. The
It's a
the
tilt.
home base fuel tank is down to 11,000
And
liters.
a negative tilt like that. The pitch tilt.
Stop using it
Whereas
then,
the roll
Jack.
is staying nearly 0.
Lol.
The fuel burn is hard to read because it oscillates so much, but it's roughly about 1, I think. When you go into extra RPS, it goes up to like 4.5 or something. Look at that. Quite a big,
Just watching you guys
quite a big difference.
zooming around in the water. It looks quite cool from over
Ekalos, the Arctic is like 100k away. Will you put your train on test today? I think we're going to go over in a train possibly and buy the island. I don't know. I'd kind of like to take the boat over there as well. Jack, on that island, is there a... I know there's a train station. Is there a boat one or an aircraft one? What is there?
On what? On the mainland?
On that thingy island.
Yeah, the mainland's got, well, the one that we stopped at yesterday that's got the train yard, that's also a harbour. And then the other one is an airbase.
Okay.
There's also another harbour and another airbase that we haven't uncovered yet.
Bridge looks up to me, pups.
Same.
It's lovely that we have that much faith in the devs that we have to confirm that the game should actually be sane for both of us.
I like how I build an anti-tilt, anti-roll thing on the boat, and I've got water which is calmer than like... it's like mirror flat right now. Like really testing it.
Yeah, it was totally worthwhile building that system for storms, right?
We need the M1 pull.
Don't you mean the middle one? Isn't the end one crude?
No,
I thought you
the
guys were
M1's
doing an A1 run as well.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. The end
Yeah.
closest to 2.
We should probably chuck some diesel in as well, pups.
Okay.
And can take it back to the base. I shall turn off the anti-roll and save some battery. Ooh, look at it bounce now. Blimey. Right, what's the one that you're giving me?
Yeah.
A1 fuel, yeah?
Yeah.
Come on. Oh, it's so annoying the way it stays behind you. Right, that's loading.
We want diesel as well, yeah?
Yeah, we'll get some diesel, because like we emptied that tank with 6k at least.
Wow, the balance has just stopped.
Turn the pump off and on again.
Well,
No, as in you're sucking out the same rate I'm pumping in.
yeah.
Lol.
That doesn't make any sense, because we're buying at a different price to you're selling.
Yeah, but I think you're pumping it out twice as quick as I'm pumping out.
Alright. That's interesting.
So the speed makes up for the change in price.
Yeah, so mine is going down and yours is going up, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's costing us nothing currently.
Come on. My summer hose.
Welcome to our world, Paul.
Okay, let's fill that up, pups. Are there real life ships and anti-roll
Yeah,
system
now
like
the money's
that?
going down.
Not really. You tend to manually do it just by pumping fluid around, but What's Whiteland doing? I don't know. What is Whiteland doing?
Whiteland is standing on the first Jet A1 boat doing not very much. He has been hopping around quite a lot, but I'm assuming he's AFK again.
Yeah, it's a bit tedious just standing there waiting for it all to pump out, isn't it? So it's
Well,
good to get on with other stuff.
The calculation of this as, let's say, I've got 21,000 litres left and I'm pumping out at 330 per minute.
Frame rate feels a bit choppy.
Probably because of all the vehicles we've got out
So I worked that out at 63 minutes.
and being so far apart.
You'll set that to 8,000. There's nothing to do, so you can't do anything wrong. Now, what does this say? Oh, what's that phrase now my grandma used to say? Devil makes work for idle hands or something like that. Might want to turn the anti-tilt back on so you don't end up with the bow in the water. It depends where the weight's rested, I guess. I can reel the fuel holes in if you want.
Yep.
We just should be able to pump 6k back after. That's interesting. It says removed mission, not failed mission.
Did that pop up for you as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I deleted it off the list because it's one we couldn't do.
Ah. So that was you doing it?
Yeah.
So the weight's basically finished where it was, which is interesting.
So how much Jet A1 are you bringing?
No idea.
Not crazy. Like, I don't want to be stood there for an hour.
And are you
So-
thinking you're going to offload it into this one? And we can just leave this pumping?
Well, you can't move away. If you move away, if you go somewhere else, it'll stop pumping. There has to be a plane nearby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it doesn't have keep active on it. And if it did, it'd probably get really laggy.
Yep.
So it seems a bit smoother for me now that I've come over to you guys.
I was
Well,
going to say I
so
could hear an engine.
Like, I've got 20,000 on board, and isn't that plus... Isn't it... We get a profit of £6 or 6 whatever a litre, isn't it?
Yeah. Buy it for sell at 10. So you get $6 per litre.
Why are you diving?
I've got 120k, is it? 120k to unload, which would give 200,000.
What's the boat's purpose? It's kind of a bit of a dual kind of boat. It's got a large fuel tank, so you can go quite long distance with it now. It's got a big storage tank, so you can move fluid around if you want to buy and sell crude or diesel or jet A, or just want to refill your tanks. It has quite a big storage compartment here, which I will demonstrate. So you can do missions where you need to move cargo around, that kind of thing. You can just pop it in there, and then mag lock it. You press that button there, and it locks the mags. And that's a mag all, so it'll basically bind anything. The one thing it doesn't have on it yet is a crane, any kind of like a mini crane. So if you had some item that you needed to lift into storage, perhaps fallen into the water or on the side of the, the dock or whatever, it doesn't have a crane to load things yet. Wait, why did that cargo door not seal? Like the light's flashing, but it's not on.
Might not have connected properly, just open and close it again.
Interesting, that's not locking.
For me, the light goes off when you open the door, when you close the door, and it comes on when you open the door.
Yeah, that's wrong. Like, I've not changed that for a long time.
And somehow it's gotten confused.
It's like flickering now when the door's down. But that means
Yeah.
the door's not sealed, which is not good. I haven't touched the logic of that
What's
at all.
Jack broken now?
Jack didn't do anything. Jack hasn't touched it. And I'm not the one that breaks things. Thank you very much.
Yeah, like the light's flickering. That's so weird. I mean, it
Maybe
looks
it's all
sealed.
Just make sure it's still wired up right.
I haven't touched that logic for ages.
Are you aware you're wearing diving gear, by the way?
Yeah, I was just having a look under the boat. No, the light's not inverted. I literally haven't touched that. When I went over to press that, you won the stream by 5 minutes. That light was on before I pressed
I've
this.
got 19,000 to go.
That's too much.
So that's what I'm saying. Do you think you guys don't need to bring any more?
Yeah, we're stopping at 6k. Hoist her up, pups.
Yeah, that'll give us a nice little bit on top of what you've already... How much diesel have you got?
Who, me?
We've got
No,
8k of diesel, so whatever's left after the run we'll put back in the tank. My engine starts. On board?
Yep.
Carnage Inc., thank you very much for subbing. Welcome to the house, Carnage. Mr. Snelly, thank you for gifting those subs. To Dr. Nerd Rage and Zed Bruner, appreciate the support there, Mr. Snelly. The weight's gone all the way to the back, interestingly enough. Oh, look at it move. Look at that. That's awesome. Look, if I kill the propeller, watch it. Look at that. Basically adjust for the boat. That's
Seems pretty
hilarious.
stable.
Is it? If you put the camera underwater and watch it, that's hilarious.
Yeah. I got a good bird's eye view from the side here.
I mean, if you put it inside the ship, you can't see it working. But it's quite fun when it's outside.
What kind of speed are you getting now? You're fully laden. Or partly
Still
laden.
doing exactly what we were doing before. It's a weird thing about this ship is it will do 20 no matter what.
Yeah, that is strange.
It's like, if it's empty, it does 20. Fill it up, does 20. Yeah, you can make submarines. Is this like an escort or something, Jack?
Yeah. In case you get interrupted by pirates.
Yeah, we need to get some water jet defenses.
I have some
Fire
really...
him at Jack, right?
Wow, thanks. I may be a pirate, but at least I don't break boats.
There's an issue here. Those small generators aren't enough to keep up with the motors. There's 2 small generators and there's too much draw on the system now with those rails.
I'd love if we had like a fleet of big tankers. Just line up at the fuel place and just fill up with A1 and then drive them down to a sell point.
That'd be great if they had more than one like connector that you could hook up to and empty and fill at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I could devise a like a Bowser system, so that while you're filling one tanker, you're also draining equally into another tanker. So you can fill up 2 at once.
I think probably another 2 small generators. I don't really want to swap it for a medium. I mean, I could replace 2 small with 1 medium. But right now, there's too much drain on the system.
I wonder what happens if we crashed into Jack.
It'd probably damage both
And that's
ships.
with the solar panels, useless as they are.
I'm at about 60% throttle right now, keeping up with you.
If we poured all of our liquid that we're carrying into your boat, would it still do that speed?
I don't know, actually. I've not tried this with weight. It towed the drone at full speed, but that doesn't weigh all that much. Did you just go into boost mode?
No.
Well, if that's the way you want to be.
I knew that I'd so make you do that.
Bye.
Puppies, can you reach around the back there and get the rocket launcher out the closet?
Yep, I've got it, Paul, don't worry. I've got it.
I need to put guns in this game. They can build a rail gun, that'd be hilarious. Oh, we could put more solar panels in.
Interesting.
I don't think they
improvised
provide that
weapons in
much
this.
power. I was kind of hoping the water would be a little bit rougher so I could see it in action.
Yeah.
Scuba gear's fake. No, that's actual scuba gear. There's like scuba diving gear inside. We've got more gear there, and there's Arctic gear as well along the front when it gets very cold.
So when you guys are done selling, are we going to take a train over to Sawyer?
Well, that's why I was asking, like, what's over there. We need to plan for what we want to do over there, I guess. Because if we take a train over there, I know there's only so much fuel. I nicked a load of it to get back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how do you refuel that thing? Like, where do you buy and sell fuel when you're doing a train?
You can basically have to kind of create like an onload offload point over here at Spycake, where you tanker fuel over and then load it onto the train.
Yeah, but how do you get it to that depot? Because it's not near the coast, is it?
No, it would be a case of getting like a tanker truck over here, loading up from the gantry fuel store at the side of the harbour, driving that the short distance up to the train yard, then loading it onto a train tanker car.
So, in order to refuel that train station, you need to build a ship and a truck.
Well, I've already built a truck. Actually, the one we were at yesterday, that's got a harbour at it, hasn't it? So you could just boat straight over.
Afternoon, Joseph.
Load up the boat with some fuel and just drive that over. But then again, you need to get it from the harbour up to the train.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I can create like a hand cart relay pump. You just park it up between the two, and then you run a hose over to the harbour and a hose over to the train yard.
Is this at the North Harbour?
Yeah.
Well, the winch on this version of Paul's boat would reach that.
Yeah, that's true. The large winch would definitely reach.
Chemical storage.
Like this jet fuel unload is 100 meters, and we've got 500 meters of cable.
Yeah, that train station says North Harbour, so I presume, is there a boat access workbench on the north side of it? Mechanic, I get this button on every first of the month. Thank you for 27 months, Mechanic. You have any games planned to play? Yeah. The new Microsoft Flight Sim for sure. Probably look at Cyberpunk, assuming it comes out on time. Dead Stick, although who knows when that's going to come out. We added a floating keel, system control keel, basically compensates for tilt and pitch. Alaskan Truck Sim, as if. The new spin tires.
You forgot SnowRunner.
No, I just said it. You just got stream delay. The new spin tires I'll be looking at.
Did you speak to
No,
the dev? The Dead Stick dev, by the way.
What? What, something? What?
Stream delays.
I haven't tried the water jet for propulsion now.
Let me guess, Chris is still going to send you an email.
I have kind of given up. Like, I read the newsletter they posted, or the tweet or whatever it was a few days ago, and it basically said, you know, they had loads of work, blah blah blah. It's just
Isn't that repeated?
Yeah.
Didn't they send that same tweet out like
yeah, exactly,
months ago?
exactly.
I read it and thought, have I read this before? And it was like, right, okay.
I think they're realizing that what I've heard before, that 80% of the game is easy. The last 20% takes 80% of the time. Like, it takes a long time to finish the game. And they're only talking about early access as well, so I don't know.
Well, it was what, announced at Cosford 3 years ago?
Well, we played it at Cosford in October, and the year before that, like I was saying to
Played it
Chris,
at
can I have a preview? And he was saying, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've just given up at this point.
Yeah, we played Dead Stick last year and the year before that, didn't we?
Yeah, and in that time, they've updated the graphics engine to Unity 6 and added some weird multiplayer thing
Yeah.
in a year. But, you know, it's not their job. Like, they've all got full-time jobs, so it's really difficult for them.
Oh, totally.
It
So
was
what
like
you're saying is we might be playing Alaskan Truck Simulator before we play Dead Stick.
oh, for sure. Yeah, Kirby, they it was like a race where you were in a plane, you had
the
to
only thing that
sprint a
reservations
kilometer.
hope is that it will be the quality that they plan on releasing it at, you know?
$1.5K away from you.
Ready the guns, Whiteland.
We can just open the cargo hatch, Paul, and use it as a shield. Difference is our shield works, unlike Clash.
Ooh.
Lol. Rainbow Six joke.
I don't know if she's been reactivated yet or not.
Most broken operator in Siege. I must admit, like, the water's not very deep. I'm out here, and Like, blimey, it's not that far down to the seabed.
Nope.
More like a lake than a sea. Even the lakes are deeper than this. We have radar. We have a rotating radar, but we're not listening to its sensors at all. Because we haven't unlocked the screens yet. Which we're kind of researching. Satisfactory's added fluid mechanics. I'm not that... Like, George, until Satisfactory either adds procedural maps or different maps, you know... I can't be bothered playing on the same map constantly. They should have done what Factorio did. They should have made each map different every time you play it. Otherwise you can't really, like... You can't change the challenge enough. Again, never going to add procedural maps. Well, there you go.
Ship ahoy!
Hello there.
Oh, hello. How nice of us for you to join us.
Want me to drop the anchor?
No.
Why not? What could go wrong?
You gonna come alongside rather than at the rear?
I don't think the hose is big enough.
I've got a hose on board, haven't I? I've got an in pump on the ship.
Right.
So in other words, we pump to Somi and then Somi pumps it up.
Yeah, that's the theory.
Get some charge back of the batteries. Wait, why is that still going down? I've just turned the stabilizer off.
Interested to see what the tank does when you
What
turn
the
the
heck?
in and out pump on at the same time.
Why are those batteries going down? That's really weird. Is it playable in single
You don't
player?
go with Somi, I
Totally.
might be able to grab it.
Lol. The size of this thing. A portable pump. It's not emptying yet.
I don't know.
Nope.
Nope.
Are you sure my storage tank level isn't changing?
This is still on 6005. It's not going anywhere.
There it is.
The interlocks are on, aren't they? I can't pump out and pump in at the same time.
Wait.
Because it's your original logic where you can't force
yeah,
liquid
yeah.
in and out at the same time. That's a shame.
Well, this won't take long. It's literally down to 4.3 already.
Yeah.
It's on 4.
Yay, I'll be back up to 20. Yay!
There are foam biomes in one world. Yeah, I know.
I could almost drive down to Chelmsford and drill them holes and be back before this is empty.
Your mods add a procedural map at the moment isn't allowed on the experimental branch. Okay. You said stabilize the computer off, not the rail system, which uses the most power. Right. I see what you mean. That disabled the logic, but not the power supply. Gotcha. I need a breaker for it, don't I? Or just
Who's
put some
messing with the
generators.
winch?
Okay, it's finished.
Me?
There you go. We are empty, sir.
Yay, I'm back at 19,391.
Groundhog Day. You want to pull the anchor up there, pups?
It should. I never put it down.
I did.
Oh, hang on then.
What? That's it.
There you go.
Okay. Toodles.
Yeah, cheers. Thanks.
Do you want to swap some, me?
I really don't mind. I'm not doing. The only thing I would be doing is be fiddling in the workbench, and we know that that's not going to go well. I'd be trying to sort the radio controller. That's all I'd be doing.
We could, while that's pumping away, take a quick sleep.
Why?
Get that research finished.
Oh, yeah.
Is Whiteland around?
He's
Whiteland's
on your
ship,
deck.
isn't he?
Oh, I know he is, but it doesn't mean say he's here.
Well, I'm in the bed sleeping.
Way, he's alive.
Honestly.
I'm not.
Sleep, Sommy, sleep.
There you go.
Yay!
You have cameras.
Yay, now it's raining.
That's good. It'll test the system out a bit. Hey Jules, how you doing? Remember the first time you played this, you bought an island that allowed building on it. Is that still a thing? Yeah, if you're in career mode, you can kind of tell it which island you want to spawn on now. I mean, for instance, you know, we started here, we've bought this, and then we want to buy this next, which is why we're doing these fuel runs, so we can afford to buy that 60 grand thing. It's a very calm vessel, this. Chugging along at 20 knots. What's the reading on the gauge on the most left? That's the PID output. Well, that's actually the roll PID. Basically, it's the anti-roll system, which is controlling that tilt. It's trying to keep that tilt at 0. And then it's basically fighting... It's sending outputs to this block here. So that as the boat rolls, it sends some weight the other way and tries to keep it on a even keel. And it works on the pitch as well, but as you can see, it's fully forward at the moment, and the boat's like that. Because it's actually got some liquid in the main tank, which is just about where I'm sat, underneath. So there's more weight at the back at the moment. There's nothing in the front, it's all ballast at the front at the moment. We could compensate that. You could basically fill the ballast tanks up. No, not that one. That one. So fill the ballast, which is the front water ballast, which will bring the nose down. Antarctica today. That's a long way away, the Antarctica. Well, the anti-roll system's okay and like it's not really been tested in aggressive water. So I don't know how well it's going to work in choppy seas. So that pitch tilt, that number should come down as the front ballast is filling up.
Sleep until you get some wind then.
That's fine. Briar's on, thank you for 21 months. Not sure how the physics in the game work, but usually don't want to have too much weight at the front of the boat in the water. I'm demonstrating at the moment, mostly. You can see that ballast tank is now a quarter full. It does add stability. Having some weight in the front does add stability when the boat isn't really carrying anything. So what can we do with these screens that we just unlocked then?
Have a working radar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't we have to like issue draw commands in lure and stuff?
I have a radar controller that you can take a look at if you want.
What are you eating?
Mash and tikka slice.
You can keep the tikka.
Tikka's lovely.
Ugh. It makes you stink for hours, it's horrible. Like, having tikka's like having really strong garlic and then going near people and they're like, oh.
I get the garlic, but I've never really smelled tikka after I've eaten it.
Tikka stinks. When you put tikka in a fridge, it just stinks the entire fridge out. Yeah, we're still running the hybrid. So we've got the engine at 7 RPS. Makes it nice and efficient. We get 20 knots near enough. We can up the speed if we want to. Get some extra speed out of it. But it increases the fuel burn rate by a factor of 4 or so. But we get a nearly 50% boost in speed. Depends if you're in a rush or not. Actually, the water's getting a bit more choppy.
Yeah, the wind is rolling some waves in.
Yeah, look at that. Basically working to keep the boat from rolling. It's kind of cool. It's pretty cool.
That's so fun to watch.
It really is. It's like just watching it dynamically keeping up. It's cool.
So what were the final figures you set on, Paul?
Oh, crikey. I'll have to have a look in the workshop.
Oh.
I know the integration was set at 0. We started off with 10-0, 10-0-1000, I think, and multiplied it up. I have it differently on the roll than the pitch because the pitch has to work a lot harder. It has to send a weight like much further. I think the roll might be on 20-0, 2000 maybe. And then it's 4 times that for the pitch, I think.
Okay.
Was it 2,000 mile rabbit? Oh, no. I know what you mean. You ready there, pups?
Oh.
You want to jump off as we approach the steps?
Yeah.
Whoa. What is going on?
Bye.
Well, the control just suddenly went bizarre, and the throttle went maximum. I can only imagine somebody's messing around.
I'd saved it. Did that screw that up?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, it really did. I was trying to do fine-grain propeller control, and it just went absolutely berserk and didn't respond.
No, sorry.
Lol. Bit of warning when you're safe.
Lucky we've got big batteries.
I've just made some minor updates to the train so it's ready.
You on it on the fuel tank more than this one.
Do you want to drop the anchor as well? Because for me, you're getting further and further away from the shore.
Alright.
Are you guys at Spy Cakes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see Whiteland bobbing around in the water, but nothing else is here.
Okay.
I'm going to quickly do a teleport.
Yay, the lightning's back.
There you go. We should be emptying the boat.
We are indeed emptying the boat.
Pups on the quay side, but I don't see the boat at all.
Where are you?
I'm here at Spy Cakes, stood right near you. Just going to disconnect and reconnect.
Since it's the 29th of Feb, is it anyone's birthday? You know what? I hadn't actually thought about that. It's a leap year, isn't it? So we got the 29th of Feb. Interesting.
My brother's birthday.
What, he was born on the 29th of Feb?
Yeah.
Does that
Does
mean
that
he only
make-
has one birthday every
Yeah.
4 years?
Yeah, it saves me a lot of money.
Does that mean he's like... He ages much slower than you do?
Yeah.
So technically, instead of being like 20 now, he's only 5.
I can see you guys now.
Woo! Hey, Jack, wherever you are.
Behind you. It's behind you.
That was a lag.
You just teleported.
Yep.
So you guys all coming over to the main island?
It's your boss's son's birthday. He's technically 2, chronologically 8.
I don't
Are we-
know.
Wait, so we're going to drive the train over and actually buy that thing, and then we can spawn a boat there, presumably.
Yes. Once we own North Harbour, we should be able to spawn a boat there. I think we'll have enough money that we can buy the airfield as well if you want, as you were looking to get into choppers next.
Yeah, this is the thing, though. Like, that'd be 180 grand, which is going to be most of our money. We need money to make money, you know.
So how much did you still have left?
Oh, I've only got 14,000 litres left.
Yeah,
So,
the,
yeah,
the
we're gonna have a
seal's
lot
still
of money
broken. I
left
don't get
after spending
why.
180 grand. We'll probably have another
It's
200
never done
grand
that
left.
before. It's just never done that before. I don't get it.
So I don't
Maybe-
think money's going to be a concern if we buy both. I'll go and spawn the train. Start getting it fueled.
Left on board.
It's a special leap year because leap years can't be
Well, I think
on a
we've got
year that's divisible by
84,000
100. That's overridden the year.
Units of
It's
money to
divisible by
get
4.
into the bank before this is finished.
So you got 14,000 litres and it's selling at basically $10 a litre, right?
Yeah, I suppose it is selling at $10 a litre, isn't it? So
So you've
technically,
got 140k left.
yeah.
So we'll have 340k.
Yeah.
In that case, we should be able to afford both.
How much diesel's left, Paul?
2k.
Okay.
I'm going to take about 15 now spawning in the train. Actually, it shouldn't take that much because we've already spawned it once. We have the components in stock.
Isn't it 5 in the UK?
I was forgetting, of course, it's not selling for the profit.
What are you
is
on
it?
about?
The profit we've made is 86k, but we'll have 140 by the time it's finished, won't we?
Yeah.
Well, our money just went down a chunk, so I'm guessing not, Jack.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Letizia, welcome back. $1,000 left, pups.
Okie dokie.
Just think, like, because these places we're going to get are really far away. I've noticed all the missions we've been getting are not that far off. Does it start to give you missions further afield or nearby
Yeah,
where you are?
We did have another couple missions pop up over on Sawyer Island, but we just couldn't do them because we hadn't unlocked it.
Right.
So more missions will start to appear there, and once we've unlocked the fire stuff, which we actually still haven't done, a lot of the random forest fires pop up on Sawyer Island. So you get a load of fire stuff over here.
Firefighting's 14 points, so we'd have to do missions to get that.
Yeah. And I'm sure there'll be lots of loot boxes over on Sawyer Island, because we haven't even looked for those over there.
Go, Bubs.
Okay.
How much fuel was it you used to get there yesterday, Bull?
Uh,
Is it 2,000, 3,000?
yeah, but I think we might have run it a bit faster. Well, then you have to give it a chance because it moves the platform first. I don't get why that's not sealing anymore.
Whiteland broke it.
No, it's really weird.
Just blame Whiteland.
Aww.
So the door seal is linked to that.
Whiteland's actually not in the voice room with us.
Well, last time I looked, when he joined the game, he still hadn't put himself in Discord, so I couldn't drag him down.
I've done it for years, it works. Lol.
That's just not changed. It's really weird.
That's weird. You climbing up the ladder made the train move, even though the brakes are on.
Oh yeah, he flipped over an entire boat, so be careful.
Right, can we not?
Are you taking a break, Paul?
I will be. I'm just going to put this generator on. Not getting enough oomph at the moment. Gens are connected to that.
Well, from those two huge generators you've already got.
There's two small generators that charge the main batteries, and since I put the roll system on there, they're not enough.
What are those other two generators doing there? The big ones.
The big ones power the motors. Two generators to power the motors, two to charge the battery systems.
Oh, okay. So you're doing a direct charge.
Yep. Let's get rid of that. I'm worried how much power that's going to draw.
Do you still feel like one day you'll conquer how to rotate things right first time?
I'm certainly better than I used to be.
Right, 4,000 litres should be enough.
I might just try that. I suppose in theory they shouldn't link to that. They should link straight to the batteries. I would have thought. Doesn't really matter. I'm finishing now. I'll be coming in. And that was adding to add A, add B. The only problem now is I need 2 adds to do this. So generator 1 comes in there, generator 2 comes in there, generator 3 comes in here, the output of that goes in there, all gets added up. And hopefully that's enough. Right, I'm going to take a break.
No worries.
Right, guys, time for me to take a break. That's the
You
first
guys
part
all on
done.
dry land. I can save it then.
Yeah.
I'll be back in an hour's time, kicking off again at 5. So, yeah, good time to go and get some food, drink, whatever, take a break, walk around, and hopefully see you in an hour's time. If you're heading out for the evening, then I wish you a great evening, and maybe see you tomorrow. Time for a nap, lol. Whatever you fancy. See you in a bit.